Hey folks, David Frost, LazyGapTrader.com. In this video, we're talking about day trading. More specifically, we're talking about gap trading. Gap trading is by far the single most consistent and profitable day trading strategy found across the markets today. I teach two specific types of gap trading in my course at Lazy Gap Trader. The first are the morning gap trades. The second strategy are gap fill trades. So we have two opportunities to trade the same stock that we identify that I teach you in the course, which stocks this works the best with, what are the criteria we're looking for, what type of volume do we look for. And once we have all that down, gap trading provides a very, very specific solution to a problem that a lot of traders experience: the confidence to enter a trade. Anybody that's ever traded fully understands that's one of the biggest hurdles that traders have to get over, is the confidence to enter a trade. How does gap trading solve that problem? Well, it begins to solve the problem by giving you confidence in a strategy that's repeatable and consistent and works over and over again. So you learn a strategy, we learn which stocks to trade, and we have a basket of stocks that we trade over and over and over again. Then we learn how to calculate which price levels those particular stocks should have price reactions from in the other direction, meaning if a stock is gapping higher at the open, where is that resistance point going to be? I teach you in my course at Lazy Gap Trader exactly how to calculate that. Conversely, when a stock is gapping lower, where is that support level? In the course, I teach you how to calculate the support level. We're only taking trades at the specific price determined by the calculation taught in the course. That takes a lot of the guesswork out of trading, and therefore it helps to add confidence to your trades because you're only taking trades at certain prices at certain times based on certain conditions that exist in certain stocks. And that, my friends, is how you remove as much of the uncertainty as you can in trading. So let's get into the chart for a second. You're looking at a chart of VMC, Vulcan Materials, and you can see there's two purple lines on the chart. One was, this was a morning gap trade that may or may not have hit its level, but by the fact that it created a gap, an open gap that someday needs to be filled, that goes on our radar screen for a later date. That later date happened to be today. That open gap you can see up here at 128.08. The stock traded to that level, slightly through that level, stayed within the risk tolerance or the stop loss limitation outlined in the course, and had a tremendous pullback. And right now, as I make this video, sits almost $5 from where the stock was a stone cold short based on a list that was provided to members this morning at 9 o'clock a.m., 30 minutes before the market opened. That's right, this particular trade and two other ones were given out to members at 9 o'clock a.m., 30 minutes before the market opened. Let's go take a look at that list. Each and every morning, I send out a list of morning gap trades and possible gap fill trades to those subscribers that want to get my gap trades each and every day. So here you can see the daily gap trading list. The only gap trade that was a possible on the list was ZTS. It never hit its level. The market was very slow. There were not a lot of stocks opening higher or lower that fit our criteria, and you can see that's exactly what I specify in the morning. Lack of stocks gapping higher or lower this morning that fit our criteria. That's not uncommon for a Monday morning, but that doesn't have to mean we're out of business. Watch this. If you scroll down, you get a whole laundry list of stocks that will eventually come back to fill gaps left open by a morning gap trade. I track these for members. I have anywhere between 200 and 300 stocks on my list. I send out about 30 each and every morning to members, along with the morning gap trades. So far, 3 gap fill trades hit their targets this morning. We already looked at VMC. We saw that level at 128.08. We had 2 more. The first one on the list, Tiffany, TIF, that also filled its gap. We'll take a look at that stock in a minute. And the other one is Ryder, R, also filled its gap. So 3 stocks on this list today filled its gap, and we're just about lunchtime as I make this video. We already saw the tremendous pullback in VMC. Now let's take a look at TIF, or Tiffany Company, and you can see here that right out of the gate this morning the stock was trading higher. Our gap fill level was $81.92. We pierced through that level but stayed within the stop loss limitation, and you can see just 5 minutes later the stock was down at a low of $81.08, a tremendous gain in just 5 minutes. I teach exactly how to do this in my course each and every day. The last stock we'll take a look at is Ryder. You can see the line at the top of the screen. That was our gap fill level, $77.84. The stock opened this morning, ran up by 9:50 in the morning. It had pierced through just by a few pennies of that level, and you can see where the stock already pulled back in the next candle down to a low of $77.24 for a nice gain. But look where it is. I make this video, $77.05. Tremendous pullback off of a gap fill level given out before the market opened. Folks, I teach you everything you need to know how to trade the gaps successfully in my course at lazygaptrader.com. Come over, check it out. I also provide all the support you need to become proficient at trading the gaps. I'm David Frost, lazygaptrader.com. Thanks for tuning in, folks.